Hi, I'm Gary Zygmont. I'm a father, husband, and I started Urban Home Builders 20 years ago because I have a passion for building custom homes in Austin, Texas. We're going to look at a house in East Austin that we built last year for a couple named Michael and Deb. It's an incredible home that was on a lot that we salvaged the house and moved it out to a ranch. Come take a look. Let me show you what we built. So,
hey Gary.
Thanks for having us back.
Yeah, thanks for coming by.
Yeah, the place looks amazing.
Well, we owe a lot of that to you.
Thank you.
And Deb's decorating.
Yeah. I mean, it really looks incredible. I love this place. This is my style. So a couple questions for you. I wanted to start off with finding out why you guys decided to choose Urban Home Builders.
Well, I guess it was
a Google.
Yeah, we actually did a Google search.
That's it. We started from
coming
scratch.
to Austin, we didn't really know anybody. So, we did a search and we kind of narrowed down the interview process to 3 contractors, and you were one of them. But I knew right away when we spoke to you on the phone that you just seemed a little bit more genuine than the rest of the people that I was speaking to. They were kind of vague, and you seemed very eager to meet with us. And
I felt like the other contractors were steering us to something, whereas you were, I'm going to do what you want to do.
Right.
And you rolled with us all the way through.
For sure. Really easy. Yeah. So, the day before we started construction, what happened?
Well, as you know now, but you didn't know at the time, we had just received the news that Mike was diagnosed with cancer. And it could have potentially been a very deadly one. It appeared that way. It didn't end up being that way, but it was a very difficult time in our life. And we also, within literally 48 hours, made the decision to go forward and build a house.
Yeah, it was not a tough decision. You made the decision.
Yeah.
You know, when we sat down with you that day with your contract to build a house, you certainly, it was at that moment that we realized we were going to go forward with the build. You just gave us that comfort level that we knew, we could trust you to get the house built.
That's amazing. Thank you. And what are some of the things that I was doing, saying, or what gave you the idea that I could just steer the ship and you guys, on something as big as cancer, didn't have to worry about it?
Well, she's a little bit more comfortable with you steering the ship than I am, because I'm more of a details-oriented type person.
And I was kind of concerned for him.
Concern.
He's
going into the building process, so you certainly made that easier on me because you can during construction you could certainly pick a million things apart, and I picked apart my share of things. However, you really just made that really easy.
I think
for me.
too, the leap from getting plans from an architect and going to a builder, and you being able to translate how this process is going to go down, stay within budget, give us a relative range so we can make the decisions going forward. That's important because you don't know. I mean, we never built a house before. We don't know the costs involved. And sometimes we change things. And
we certainly changed a few things.
There were a couple of change orders. Well, if you guys don't mind, we're going to go and have a look around your house. So one of the unique things about this house is that they wanted to have no stringers on the stairs. As you can see, the drywall comes straight down to the treads and the risers, and it was an interesting, it's the first time I had ever done it. It was a really interesting design, and I think it turned out amazing. I love how clean and straight it is. Look at that. So for all y'all that need to know what a stringer is, essentially this piece of baseboard right here would continue around here, come around, and then drop down both sides of the stairs. That's what a stringer is. It helps trim out the transition between the stairs and the walls. So here we have the master bedroom. It's an amazing room with really clean lines. It feels really comfortable. But the most important thing, the star of the master suite, is this bathroom. Come take a look. So in this master bathroom, it was really important to the clients to have everything plumb level and square. So if you take a look here, we have lights, outlets, faucets, mirrors, drains, cabinets, even so far as the center of that drain is the center of that cabinet point right there. It's beautifully laid out. We're real proud of this one. Interested in building a custom home? Let's talk. Contact me at 512-916-8700 or Gary at urbanhomebuilders.com.